ahu or young coconut dessert soup. I have in this bowl a couple of cans of young coconut meat or manha meat, and you'll notice that what you find in the can is generally more mature or much thicker than the manha meat or the young coconut meat picked freshly off a coconut tree. Okay, but when you're stateside, this is as close to the manha as you're going to get. It's still very good. Let's find a small piece to... Yummy. Okay, so you can sliver or chop this to prepare to make your ahu. I've got a couple of pieces of manha meat. If you like your manha balls with big pieces of manha, you can make them big chunks. You can also just put your manha down on the cutting board and cut away. Go ahead and chop all your manha pieces, and then we'll mix it with the tapioca starch. I've chopped up all my manha. Now I'm going to add the tapioca starch. And again, all the exact measurements of ingredients are in my cookbook, A Taste of Guam. You want this consistency to be like a very thick paste. So mix your starch and manha together first. Then we'll add a little bit of water if we need to. It takes a few seconds for this to become pasty. If you like, you can have your water and sugar on your stovetop and get it to boil as you're mixing this. I like to have all my stuff done step by step. Okay, let me add the rest of this here. This is quite an interesting texture. Okay, so you see how thick and pasty that is, right? And what we're going to do when your water and sugar is boiling is just grab a little bit. Depending on how big you like your ahu pieces or manha pieces, not too big, but small pieces, and just put it into the boiling water. Okay, you put 1 or 2 to test, and if it forms a gel-like mass, then you're good on the tapioca starch. If not, you can add a little bit more starch. I've got my water heating up on high, then I'm going to add my sugar. Cover the pot so it comes to a boil much faster. Okay, the water is boiling. And drop the heat a little bit. Okay, you want to keep your water at a boil and just test a little bit of your manha tapioca mixture. And watch to see if a gel forms around the manha pieces. Add a couple more. I'm going to add the last half cup of my tapioca starch to the bowl and mix it in. Just go ahead and drop your pieces in. I'm still pinching away. You can see the manha pieces are floating to the top. They look white now, but they will become transparent. They're starting to change. You can see the difference between the white and the freshly dropped pieces and the previously dropped pieces are changing. I haven't stirred this yet. Down to my last bit here. Give this a stir here. Okay, we're at 5 minutes here from when I finished putting all the manha pieces in. And you can see the water is starting to become opaque, so it's not as clear as it was. Okay, it's 10 minutes. I'm going to add a little bit of cornstarch and water to make it more thick and let this cook for 2 more minutes, then we're done. You let it cook for 2 minutes to boil the taste of the cornstarch out. Okay, we're just about done here. How nice and thick that is. Okay, let's give a taste test, but ooh, be careful, right? Yummy, yummy. Okay, I'm going to turn that off and we are done. There's our nice big pot of ahu. And remember, don't cover this until it comes to room temperature. Otherwise it's going to get runny. Remove it from the heat and enjoy. Okay, this has been sitting off of the stove for about 10 minutes and I wanted to show you what it looked like. So you've got your big chunks of tapioca manha and then the manha pieces from the first drops of tapioca manha balls. Okay, it's thick and yummy.